Welcome to this video on Amazon Route 53 Health Checks, your gateway to ensuring the reliability, availability, and performance of your applications and resources. Amazon Route 53 Health Checks are a powerful tool to monitor the health and availability of your resources, such as web applications or other AWS services. These checks ensure seamless user experiences by routing requests only to healthy resources. Additionally, you can configure CloudWatch alarms to receive notifications whenever a resource becomes unavailable. This allows you to stay informed and take action quickly based on the metrics you define for these health checks. In simple terms, Route 53 health checks prevent requests from being directed to resources unable to process them, such as a server that's down. HTTP health checks are specifically designed for public-facing resources, ensuring uninterrupted service delivery. And the best part? These health checks are seamlessly integrated with CloudWatch metrics, offering enhanced monitoring and actionable insights to maintain your system's reliability. Amazon Route 53 health checks play a vital role in ensuring high availability and reliability of your resources. Let's walk through how this works, step by step, using this diagram. Step 1. Route 53 periodically sends requests to monitor the health of your endpoints, such as web servers or applications. These health checks continuously verify if the resources are responding correctly. Step 2. If the endpoint is healthy, it responds to the health check. This indicates that the resource is operational and capable of processing requests. Route 53 will continue directing traffic to this endpoint. Step 3. If the endpoint fails to respond or returns an error, Route 53 marks it as unhealthy. Traffic is no longer routed to this endpoint, ensuring that user requests are not directed to a failing resource. Step 4. The health check results are integrated with Amazon CloudWatch. Here, metrics are captured, and if a failure is detected, a CloudWatch alarm is triggered. This enables you to take quick action. Step 5. The triggered alarm sends notifications through Amazon's Simple Notification Service, or SNS. Notifications are sent to the configured recipients, such as system administrators or DevOps teams, ensuring they are immediately informed of any issues. Amazon Route 53 health checks enable automated DNS failover, ensuring your applications remain accessible even during unexpected outages. Let's explore the types of health checks Route 53 provides. By integrating health checks with Route 53, CloudWatch, and SNS, this system ensures seamless monitoring and proactive resolution of resource health issues. It provides a robust mechanism to maintain the availability and reliability of your applications. Let's discuss about Route 53 health checks types. First, health checks can monitor an endpoint, such as a web server or an application. These checks ensure the endpoint is operational by sending periodic requests and analyzing the responses. Second, Route 53 supports calculated health checks, which monitor the health status of other health checks. This allows you to create complex, aggregated health checking logic, combining multiple checks into a single evaluation. And third, health checks can monitor Amazon CloudWatch alarms. By integrating with CloudWatch metrics, Route 53 can trigger health checks based on custom-defined thresholds, offering flexibility to track application performance and availability. With these health check types, Route 53 provides a powerful and automated solution to ensure seamless failover and enhanced reliability for your DNS routing. Let's talk about health checks that monitor an endpoint. Amazon Route 53 allows you to monitor the health of your endpoints, whether they are applications, servers, or other AWS resources. Let's take a closer look at how endpoint monitoring works. To start, you can specify either an IP address or a domain name for the endpoint you want to monitor. This provides flexibility for tracking a wide variety of resources. Next, based on the health check interval you define, Route 53 sends periodic requests to the endpoint. These requests are designed to verify three key aspects. First, reachability, ensuring the endpoint can be accessed. Second, availability, confirming the endpoint is online and operational. And third, functionality, validating that the endpoint is performing as expected. By monitoring endpoints in this way, Route 53 helps you maintain reliable, functional resources, ensuring your applications and services are always accessible to users. Let's talk about calculated health checks. Amazon Route 53 also provides calculated health checks, allowing you to evaluate the aggregated health of multiple resources. Let's break it down with an example. Imagine you have multiple resources performing the same function, such as a web application deployed across several EC2 instances. Your primary concern is ensuring that a minimum number of these instances remain healthy. Here's the solution. First, you create individual health checks for each resource. These checks monitor the health of each instance independently. Next, you create a calculated health check that combines these individual checks. This aggregated health check evaluates the overall status of your resources. The calculated health check is configured to notify you only when the number of healthy resources falls below a specified threshold. This ensures you are alerted when it truly matters, allowing you to maintain optimal application performance. Amazon Route 53 allows you to monitor the health of your resources by integrating with Amazon CloudWatch alarms. This approach extends the scope of monitoring beyond basic endpoint checks. For example, you can create CloudWatch alarms to track specific metrics, such as the number of throttled read events for DynamoDB, or performance metrics for Amazon RDS instances. By leveraging CloudWatch alarms with Route 53 health checks, you can proactively address issues, ensuring optimal resource performance and reliability for your applications. The Amazon Route 53 Application Recovery Controller is designed to ensure your applications and resources are always prepared for recovery, providing you with peace of mind in the face of potential disruptions. First, it provides valuable insights into the readiness of your applications and resources for recovery. With this information, you can identify potential gaps and proactively address them before issues arise. Second, the Application Recovery Controller helps you manage and coordinate failover processes effectively. This ensures that in the event of a failure, your applications transition seamlessly to backup systems, minimizing downtime and maintaining service reliability. With the Route 53 Application Recovery Controller, you gain the tools to maintain application resilience, enhance recovery readiness, and execute failovers with confidence. Let's dive into Route 53 health checkers and how they ensure your endpoints stay reliable and responsive. Did you know that Route 53 deploys health checkers all over the world? That's right, they're strategically distributed across multiple global locations, and you have the flexibility to choose which ones monitor your endpoints. Pretty impressive, isn't it? Here's an interesting detail. These health checkers don't coordinate with each other because they operate independently from different data centers. What does that mean for you? Well, you might notice multiple requests per second hitting your endpoint, even if you've set a specific interval. This is completely normal and a key feature that helps Route 53 maintain consistent and reliable monitoring. Let's explore how these health checkers evaluate your endpoint. They focus on two key factors. First, response time. If the endpoint is slow to respond or doesn't respond at all, that's an immediate red flag. Second, consecutive health checks. The endpoint must consistently pass a defined number of checks to be considered healthy. Here's an interesting tidbit. Route 53 deems an endpoint healthy if more than 18% of the health checkers report it as healthy. This built-in redundancy ensures a robust and fair evaluation process, even if some health checkers encounter temporary issues. For a health check to pass, your endpoint needs to return those critical 2XX or 3XX status codes. These indicate that everything is functioning as expected. And if you're looking for more advanced options, you can even configure health checks to pass or fail based on specific text within the first 5,120 bytes of the response. Pretty detailed, right? Finally, don't forget to configure your router or firewall. You need to allow incoming requests from these health checkers to make sure they can do their job. This diagram demonstrates how Amazon Route 53 health checkers monitor the health of an endpoint, such as an application running behind a load balancer. As you can see, health checkers are deployed in multiple AWS regions, like US East 1, SA East 1, and US West 1. Each health checker sends HTTP requests, such as GET, health to the specified endpoint to assess its status. The response from the endpoint is critical. In this example, the endpoint responds with an HTTP status code of 200, indicating that it is healthy and functioning as expected. This process repeats at intervals you define when setting up the health check. However, for this to work, your network setup must allow incoming requests from these health checkers. Specifically, your router or firewall should be configured to accept requests from the IP address ranges associated with Route 53 health checkers. These IP ranges can be found at https://ip-ranges.amazon.aws.com/ip-ranges.json. The monitored endpoint in this example is part of an architecture running in the US West 2 region, behind an application load balancer. The load balancer directs traffic to an auto-scaling group of EC2 instances, ensuring high availability and scalability. By enabling health checks from multiple regions, Route 53 ensures your applications are monitored globally. This robust monitoring setup minimizes downtime and helps you maintain the reliability of your services. With Route 53 and properly configured health checks, you can confidently manage your endpoints and deliver a seamless experience to your users. Let's explore how Amazon Route 53 uses calculated health checks to monitor the status of other health checks. This feature is especially useful for managing complex setups with multiple dependencies. In a calculated health check, there are two main roles: parent health checks and child health checks. The parent health check is responsible for monitoring, while the child health checks are the ones being monitored. Each parent health check can monitor up to 255 child health checks. This setup allows for a scalable and hierarchical monitoring system, perfect for environments with multiple resources performing similar functions. Now, here's the key. You get to decide how many child health checks must pass for the parent health check to be considered healthy. This threshold gives you control over how Route 53 determines the overall health of your system. With calculated health checks, Route 53 helps you create sophisticated monitoring strategies, ensuring your applications remain available and reliable, even in complex architectures. This diagram illustrates how Amazon Route 53 uses calculated health checks to monitor the status of other health checks, creating a hierarchical and flexible monitoring system. At the top of the hierarchy is the parent health check. This health check doesn't directly monitor an endpoint. It evaluates the health of multiple child health checks, which are shown below. Each child health check monitors an individual resource, such as an EC2 instance. These child checks evaluate whether their respective endpoints are healthy based on criteria like response time, status codes, or other configured parameters. The parent health check aggregates the results of the child health checks. To determine the parent status, Route 53 checks how many child health checks are passing. You, as the user, define this threshold. For example, you might specify that at least 2 out of 3 child checks must pass for the parent to be considered healthy. This system is highly scalable. A single parent health check can monitor up to 255 child health checks, making it ideal for environments with multiple resources performing similar functions, like an application deployed across several EC2 instances. By using calculated health checks, Amazon Route 53 enables robust and efficient health monitoring. It ensures that your system continues to function smoothly, even when individual resources encounter issues. This diagram illustrates how Amazon Route 53 monitors resources located within a private hosted zone inside a virtual private cloud, or VPC. On the left, you can see a Route 53 health checker based in the US East 1 region. The health checker is configured to monitor the health of a specific endpoint. In this case, the endpoint resides inside a private subnet within the VPC. Within the private subnet, we have an EC2 instance labeled as T2, which is being monitored. Since this resource is in a private subnet, it's not accessible over the public internet. The health checker sends monitoring requests, and the VPC routes these requests internally to the private resource. The monitoring results are then fed into CloudWatch, which collects metrics and can trigger alarms based on the health check status. To ensure secure communication, the VPC and the subnet are configured to allow only the required health checker IP ranges. This setup ensures that the monitoring traffic is permitted while maintaining the security of the private network. By leveraging Route 53 health checks within private hosted zones, you can continuously monitor your private resources and ensure their availability, even when they're not exposed to the public internet. Let's recap the powerful features and benefits of Amazon Route 53 health checks, which ensure your resources remain reliable and available. Route 53 health checks offer global monitoring with health checkers distributed across the world, ensuring comprehensive coverage. They evaluate endpoints based on response time, consecutive health checks, and HTTP status codes, specifically the all-important 2XX and 3XX codes. For complex setups, calculated health checks let you aggregate multiple child health checks under a single parent check, providing scalable monitoring. Additionally, Route 53 integrates seamlessly with Amazon CloudWatch, enabling real-time metrics and alarms for proactive monitoring. With Route 53 health checks, you get reliability, as traffic is directed only to healthy resources. Flexibility, with customizable thresholds and advanced configurations. Security, by supporting private hosted zones within VPCs. And scalability, as a single calculated health check can monitor up to 255 child health checks. Whether you're monitoring public or private resources, aggregating health checks for multiple instances, or integrating with CloudWatch alarms for real-time notifications, Route 53 has you covered. Amazon Route 53 health checks are a vital tool for ensuring the reliability, security, and performance of your applications, keeping your systems resilient, no matter where they're deployed.